Wow, okay, this is pretty wild. Neat to see these pillars here. Very beautiful. Right now I'm out by Vogel Flats near Big Tujunga, and I'm gonna check out some ruins that I've passed by a few times but haven't actually checked out. And then I'm gonna jog somewhere, don't know where. I'm not sure how well you'll be able to see this, but the flow in Big Tujunga is actually kind of high, but not all that crazy given the rains. Anyways, yeah, just over this way. Here's one of those old structures I was talking about, you know, so looks like this was a, I don't know, house or something at one point, someone's cabin, but yeah, pretty wild. Definitely really tagged up, you know. But yeah, there's definitely more here too. So yeah, whatever is going on here, it's pretty crazy. If anyone knows what this was too, let me know. You know, it's pretty crazy. I've seen these ruins in other videos, but not a whole lot. There is a little cabin over there. Yeah. So, you know, there's someone definitely living in one of the cabins nearby, but there really are, and there are no signs here or anything indicating any of this is closed, unlike the rest of the area. At least nothing I saw or have ever seen. But yeah, a bunch of cacti, crazy chimney over here. So we're gonna go in this and take a look. Yeah. All right. So looks pretty wild, pretty trash, you know. I figured if this was private, it wouldn't be this tagged up. I don't know, but yeah, real cool. To my knowledge, this is all Forest Service land, but yeah, very neat ruins. I'm happy I'm actually checking them out now. So I was gonna try to do this during the day sometime, and I may still do that, but today I was just like really busy with work, you know, and whatnot, and I was thinking about maybe doing this tomorrow morning, but yeah, anyways, so appear to have a pretty big staircase here. And yeah, all right, let's go down, see what we see. Okay, a lot of neat stuff. Yeah, so this is pretty wild. Any of you San Gabriel people too, if you know more about this area, please let me know, because I am certainly curious. Yeah, and I've been over here before, so certainly have more from below, right? An old fireplace, pretty cool. Yeah, I think I'm gonna get a few photographs. Maybe I'll just climb up here. But yeah, I'll get a few photos. I'm gonna climb back up this way in a sec. Anyways, a lot of that stuff's pretty cool. All right, just took a bunch of photos. Now I'm gonna explore this this section. Yeah, so I've been by this quite a few times, and there are some really neat waterfalls in this area. I'll post a few, you know, photos maybe right now real quick. So yeah, here are a few waterfall photos, but yeah, these are some ruins I've just passed right by, you know, and they're pretty crazy. You know, you had this nice chimney here, part of a foundation, so pretty cool. And yeah, I don't know what these are officially called. No, maybe Vogel Flats ruins or something. But yeah, there's more over there. So we'll look around here first. Definitely a lot of interconnected trails and stairs. I was just there. So yeah, I'm gonna try to see what happens if I loop around this way. I actually see, yeah, more structures over here. Okay, so that right in front of me kind of looks like a water tower. But I may check this out first. So I don't know, this might have been destroyed by a fire, maybe the station fire, 2009. I know that came through this area, but yeah, wow, okay, this is pretty wild. I'm gonna descend into this abyss here, and yeah, I'd like to get a picture of that, but I'll probably get a few photos here too, you know. Yeah, wow, all right. A lot of graffiti, actually, so yeah, definitely one of those abandoned areas, you know, pretty neat. Yeah, this is kind of interesting, sort of connector there. Let's take the stairs up, and yeah, maybe now we can look at the water tower. I think that's what it is. Sort of a metal tank structure. There's another metal tank structure. Maybe some sort of old gas propane type thing. But yeah, anyways, pretty cool. So yeah, that's wild. I'm gonna look over here, see if they end yet. You know, they seem to just keep going. This whole abandoned area. Any more? Yeah, it looks like there's an old road back there. Yeah, okay, I'm gonna go check this out though. So I see something over here. Looks like someone's been cutting vegetation, you know, to some extent. This must have been more overgrown, but yeah, I don't know. Okay, so what's going on with this? We got, yeah, a little bit of rock cemented together here. No obvious foundations yet in this part, but a lot of wood chips. Some kind of work's going on here. But yeah, so I think this is cool. I'm gonna get a few photos, maybe check out the other side before I go jogging. Not sure where I'm going to jog, but yeah, anyways, okay, wait. We have one last thing to look at on this side here. Yeah, that looks neat. Maybe I'll come back sometime when it's bright out, but yeah, more stuff. Okay, I'll have to get some photos of this area. I'm at this big graffiti structure, and I was pointing my light over there, and I think there's even more that I missed on this side. So yeah, a bunch of cabin ruins, you know. Right, this is crazy. So I think this is the kind of mulchy road took down, but over here you got some stuff there for the houses. But yeah, this is pretty wild. I'm gonna definitely need to backtrack and get some photographs here. But yeah, look at all this. Wow, okay. I'm happy I decided to check this out. You know, would have been nice in the day, but I've really passed this site a lot and haven't really explored. And this is all very new to me. So anyways, yeah, I'm gonna photograph this one. I think I see another one over there, but I don't want to disturb the peace of the people in that cabin. So I'm gonna check out the one in front of me after I get a few photographs of this majestic structure here. All right, on to the next cabin structure, or maybe structures plural. We'll see what this is like. There does seem to be something over here though, up this way, and maybe more. Looks like there's some stuff up there worth checking out too. But yeah, okay, so something going on here, that's for sure. A small room or something. Pretty cool, you know. And yeah, whatever these are, those are intriguing. They almost look like statues or something. I don't know. Some weird suitcase out here. People are always littering. Okay. So yeah, interesting. Looks like some kind of pillar here. And there are even more over there. But yeah, cool. Okay, so I haven't really seen a lot of architecture quite like this in the San Gabriels. Neat to see these pillars here. Wow, okay. Those will definitely be worth getting a photo of. But yeah, anyways, very cool. I wonder what this would have looked like when it was really in action before it got destroyed. So, I don't know. Definitely a spot worth revisiting in the daytime. So, yeah, stay tuned for that. But, okay. I think this looks like about where this region ends. So, I'm gonna go up a little further, backtrack for pictures, and then check out some other spots. You know, I see stuff like this though. It just makes me think of development, you know, stacked stones and whatnot. But yeah, for now, I'm gonna go check out the area, maybe down and around that way. There does seem to be some really neat stuff over here. So there are people inhabiting some of the spots up there, but yeah, this is pretty incredible. So yeah, a lot of kind of jagged rocks here. Might have been some old trail. Wow, okay. Yeah. All right. A lot of neat stuff. Walls, foundations, chimneys. So very cool. That's pretty nice. All right. Yeah, wild. Okay. So definitely another pretty epic area. Pretty crazy chimney. I'll have to come back and do some chimney counting here. I'm gonna kind of go down that way though, maybe. Let's see. Gotta be careful with all this, you know, sharp rock and I don't know, glass and whatever, ceramic. But yeah, all right. Anyways, very neat here. Okay, looks like it kind of stops down there. But yeah, that chimney's wild, and some of these rooms are pretty wild too. So yeah, all of this. Wow. Okay. Nice big empty wall here. So I'm gonna, of course, keep checking this out, but I'm also gonna get a few photographs here. This is very beautiful. I'm very curious about what else I might be in for here. You know, so far this has really exceeded my expectations in terms of ruins, and I kind of wish I had come here during the daytime. There's certainly more here, but I'm gonna poke around here real quickly. Yeah, so not too much that way, but anyways, yeah, another significantly damaged cabin over here. Maybe more. Yeah, you can see the chimney. Looks like someone's been doing some clearing of like brush and debris here, wood chipping. But all in all, yeah, pretty wild. Staircase to nowhere and a nice little fireplace. So yeah, so this must have been where the floor was at one point. And yeah, another magnificent chimney. And okay, wow, you can really see all of this here. Must have been another cabin there too. Anyways, yeah, I'm gonna get a few more photographs here real quick and keep exploring. Got a few photos. I'm just gonna maybe head up here before checking out the adjacent spot. But yeah, let's see what we have going on. All right, more. There was a little gate there, I guess, at one point. Give me a second, I gotta get around here. Yeah, so very cool. Looks like some of this structure might be fenced off from here, so unless there's an obvious path around, I'm not gonna cross a fence, you know. I feel like for trespassing, if things are signed off and fenced, it's good to avoid. But yeah, it's not really fenced off as we can see here. So yeah, pretty cool. More foundations, more walls. There may be walls even further back, but I want to check out this room here real quickly. So this has wound up being a lot more of a longer excursion than I thought it would be. All right, pretty crazy. Okay, yeah, nice little room here. And see what else is over here. I may come back to photograph this, but for now, yeah, let's try going up this way. Little kind of a lot of debris in these stairs, but still pretty obvious they were stairs. And yeah, there's some of the houses people inhabit, but there do seem to be more ruins out here. Okay. Yeah, all right, well, there you have it. Let's keep going, actually. Hope, you know, doesn't hurt to keep poking around. So I think what I'm gonna do is, given the stuff I'm holding, walk up and around this way. Gotta be careful. Yeah, all right. So let's see. Pretty wild. This may be the final room I explore on this side, but anyways, very cool. I think I'm gonna get a few more photos, do a little more poking around, and then kind of go jog. I need some cardio. But yeah, stay tuned. I was thinking about taking the Grizzly Flats Trail over here and going up to some of the waterfalls, but now that I think about it, I actually kind of want to get a little more cardio in, so I may just do kind of a road run over that way. But yeah, if I get more video, I'll get more video. If not, hope you enjoy that. That was pretty epic up there, actually. There are some eyes there. I don't know if you can see them. There's multiple. Wow, okay, wait. Now it's a piece of trash, but like, yeah, okay. Eyes. I don't know what it is. But anything between a fox to a mountain lion is what I would guess. It could be a bobcat. So I ran along Big Tujunga, and then I came back, and I'm at Wildwood now. And I gotta say, it's been a while, and some of the graffiti art on these dumpsters is actually really good. So shout out to I don't know what that is, Violone or Wallone, something like that. Oh, there we go. I was trying to read it, not focus the camera, but yeah, very cool. That was an interesting excursion, you know. So first of all, those ruins, I thought I might spend like 5 or 10 minutes there. I must have spent like 20 or 30 just poking around, you know. And it's a spot that I had been by a bunch, actually. And you may, you know, some of the older videos, I think maybe starting around, you know, summer 2024 and before, you'll see there are quite a few where I started near this area. And I had actually, like, before I even really started making videos, I actually did come here a bunch. And yeah, I had passed by those ruins like every time, and I had kind of seen some of them, but I just figured, oh, I'll check them out next time. I'll check them out next time. And yeah, that was wild. There are a lot more structures there than I thought. So very cool. Yeah, so after that, I figured I might, you know, I was considering going on Grizzly Flats, but I decided to just kind of do a jog up the little hill here along Big Tujunga for a ways. And when I came back, I went down through Wildwood and through a little neighborhood here, actually. There's a little Forest Service building you might be able to see out the window. But it's actually a neighborhood, and there were some dogs barking at me. It is pretty late. And, you know, anytime there's like a pedestrian there, usually, you know, even when I'm jogging during the day, you'll get dogs barking. So yeah, but what I wanted to say is, like, I don't know what the deal is with Tujunga Canyon. It's, in my opinion, a really, really nice area. You know, it's been a while since I've been here, and I forget how nice it is. But I haven't really come here at night all that often. I think I did Trail Canyon Falls at night, not on video, but like a couple of years ago. I've done some of the, you know, a few things at night, but this was like one of the few times I've really kind of run along Tujunga Canyon Road at night. Whatever it is, Big Tujunga Canyon Road. Forget. But yeah, anyway, so like right when I got up to kind of near Vogel Canyon, there was like a dude just a couple of people, and this guy just like chanting into the canyon like Padre Padre something. It was in Spanish, and it was just like this wild. I don't know if he was like preaching or doing some sort of like chant ritual or like what praying or what it was. But that's weird, but not really that weird. Like, you know, that happens from time to time. You'll see stuff like that. Then just a little further down, there's a guy kind of parked facing the opposite way, a little closer to Wildwood. You know, and he was like, he had this really low voice going on, and he was parked there, and he was like saying, just speaking out into like the canyon, grasso, I don't even know what that means, but something along those lines, like grasso, whatever, you know. That was bizarre. And then I kept going a little further, and there was a group of people kind of parked in a circle a little past the Wildwood Gate. I don't know what they were doing, but as I got closer, I heard again more chanting. So for whatever reason, you know, it's Thursday night, not even a weekend, and I normally wouldn't be out here on a Thursday, but I just, you know, was really busy. I got to get out, you know. But I heard, you know, just maybe like a mile or maybe a little more than a mile, maybe like 2 miles. I don't know how far, you know, how far I went, not that far, but like, yeah, just a bunch of people just chanting, you know, just, I don't usually see that so very frequently. So if there's something like going on here, some sort of like religious, ritualistic thing, I'd be curious to know about that. Because like I've maybe only done stuff at Tujunga at night, maybe 3 or 4 times. I think I know I did something near Trail Canyon Falls a while ago at night. Trying to remember, but yeah, and Trail Canyon, and I definitely did you know, Trail Canyon Falls. Oh yeah, what's the other one? Fall Creek, I think. Yeah. God, I don't even, yeah, it's been a while. I'm just tired maybe. But yeah, anyways, I've done a few things here at night. Sorry if this is a bit rambly, but I don't think I've ever seen that many people chanting. So again, quite a rant. Let me know if you hear anything, if you know anything about that, and yeah, I may come back. Also, another thing I did for the first time here. So I feel like some of these times I'll see eyes. I saw some eyes today, you know, but it's nice to have like eyes on the back of your head. I think that there was like a while ago, like I did a video actually where I went up San Ysidro into these hot springs and to Tangerine Falls, and I didn't really say it, but like I think when I was going up San Ysidro and back down, I kind of like looked behind me, and I saw like the hind legs, maybe a tail of like a mountain lion. I don't know if it was a mountain lion or like a coyote. I think it was just big enough to be a mountain lion. I can't think of like I think of like a bobcat or coyote as being smaller. So like, you know, it doesn't hurt to have little eyes on the back of your head. Anyways, yeah, this has almost gone on for 5 minutes, so I'm gonna get going, but hope you enjoyed that, and yeah.